Hello, grade 9 SMC students. We're now in quarter 3, week number 7 of our subject, Analytic Geometry. So this is a continuation of our lesson last time, which is entitled Circles Satisfying 3 Conditions. Wherein last time we discussed on how to find the equation of a circle that passes through the 3 given points. So let's continue our lesson on circles satisfying 3 conditions. The help for this topic solves problems on circles satisfying 3 conditions. And for the learning objectives, we have number 1, find the equation of the circle which passes through 2 given points with given radius. Find the equation of the circle through 2 given points with a center on a given line. Find the points of intersection of 2 given circles. So last time we learned how to solve the equation of a circle that passes through the 3 given points. In this module, we will learn how to find the equation of a circle that passes through 2 given points with given radius. So let's have here our first example. Find the equation of a circle with radius 5 and passing through the points A, -5, 8, and B, 2, 9. So last time, we learned how to find the equation of a circle which passes through the 3 given points. This time, how about solving the equation of the circle passing through 2 given points plus given radius? So the solution, since the center of the circle may be above or below the line passing through points A and B, then there are 2 possible answers. And since the radius is given, we can use the standard form of the equation of circle. Okay, when solving the equation of circle passing through 3 given points, we use the general form. But since in this problem, radius is given, so we will use the standard form of the equation of circle, which is x minus h quantity squared plus y minus k quantity squared equals r squared. So at point A, -5, 8, it means x equals -5, y equals 8. So we're going to substitute these values of x and y in the standard form of circle. So we have here now x, -5, y 8. So we have -5 minus h quantity squared plus 8 minus k quantity squared equals r is 5, given yon. Radius is 5, so 5 squared, which is 25. If we square -5 minus h, it is 25 plus 10h plus h squared. If we square 8 minus k, we have 64 minus 16k plus k squared. Square 5, which is 25. Now let's transpose 25 to the left side of the equation. Yun. 25, positive 25 transpose natin dito sa left side becomes -25. And then, add or subtract the constants. Okay. 25 plus 64 minus 25 is 64. Or just cancel 25. Natira 64 plus 10h plus h squared minus 16k plus k squared. And then let us rearrange the terms. Let's start with h squared to be followed by k squared to be followed by 10h and then minus 16k plus 64 equals 0. This is now our equation 1. Okay. Equation 1 is h squared plus k squared plus 10h minus 16k plus 64 equals 0. Now for point B, let us solve for equation 2. Point B is at 2, 9. That means x equals 2, y equals 9. And r is 5, radius is 5. So by substitution, we have x 2, y 9. So 2 minus h quantity squared plus 9 minus k quantity squared equals 5 squared or 25. Square the binomials. 2 minus h quantity squared is 4 minus 4h plus h squared. 9 minus k quantity squared is 81 minus 18k plus k squared. 5 squared is 25. Then transpose 25 to the left side, it becomes minus 25. Then Add or subtract the constants. 4 plus 81. 85 minus 25 is 60. Minus 4h plus h squared minus 18k plus k squared equals 0. Then after that, rearrange the terms. Start with h squared to be followed by k squared minus 4h minus 18k plus 60 equals 0. This is now our equation 2. So we've already solved equation 1 and equation 2. What's next? Next step is we're going to subtract equation 1 and equation 2. So for equation 1, we have h squared plus k squared plus 10h minus 16k plus 64 equals 0. For equation 2, we have h squared plus k squared minus 4h minus 18k plus 60 equals 0. So what we're going to do here is to eliminate h squared and k squared. So you multiply equation 2 by negative 1. So it becomes negative h squared minus 8k squared plus 4h plus 18k minus 60 equals 0. So that h squared, k squared will be eliminated. Then add the two equations, cancel h squared and k squared. So 10h plus 4h is 14h, negative 16k plus 18k is 2k, 64 plus negative 60 is positive 4 equals 0. We can still simplify this equation. Divide all terms by 2, it becomes 7h plus k plus 2 equals 0. Now let us solve for k in terms of h. So transpose natin yung h, 7h and 2. 7h plus 2 becomes negative 7h minus 2 is the value of k in terms of h. Equation 3 is k equals negative 7h minus 2. Okay? So this is obtained by subtracting equation 1 and equation 2. Yeah, 7h plus k plus 2. Then after this, solve for k in terms of h. Pwede rin solve for h in terms of k. Pwede rin yun. Pag h ang sinolve mo, magiging negative k minus 2 over 7. But if you want to solve for k, negative 7h minus 2. Equation 3. Next step, we're going to substitute equation 3 to equation 1 or 2. So it depends on what you want to what equation would you like to substitute equation 3, 1 or 2? So in this case, I choose equation 2. Equation 2 is h squared plus k squared minus 4h minus 18k plus 60 equals 0. So substitute all the values of k by negative 7h minus 2. See from equation 3, iba, k is equal to negative 7h minus 2. So we have here h squared plus negative 7h minus 2 quantity squared minus 4h minus 18 times quantity negative 7h minus 2 plus 60. Then let's square this binomial, negative 7h minus 2, which is 49h squared plus 28h plus 4 minus 4h minus 18 times negative 7h is positive 126h. Negative 18 times negative 2 is positive 36 plus 6 equals 0 plus h squared. Then next, add or subtract similar terms. H squared plus 49h squared is 50h squared. 28h plus 126h is 150h. Hindi, meron pa pala. 28h minus 4h, 24h plus 126h is 150h. Then the constants 4 plus 36 plus 60 is 100 equals 0. So this is our new equation now, which is actually a quadratic equation. We can still simplify this by dividing all terms by 50. Becomes h squared plus 3h plus 2 equals 0. Now we can now solve this quadratic equation by factoring. What are the factors of 2 whose sum is 3? Yun, h plus 2 times h plus 1 equals 0. Then by zero product property, h plus 2 equals 0, h plus 1 equals 0. Solving for h, it is either negative 2 or negative 1. So we have already solved for h. Next step is to solve for k by substituting the values of h in equation 3. So our goal here is to solve for h and k, right? Kasi meron ng radius, which is 5. So I'm trying to solve this kind of problem. Given 2 points and passing through given 2 points in the radius. So our goal is to solve for h and k. Then you can be able to find the equation of the circle. Whereas in our previous lesson, that is finding the equation of circle passing through 3 given points. Your goal is to solve for A, B, and solve for the value of D, E, and F. Kasi naka-general tayo. Since dito sa standard tayo, H and K ang solve natin. So let us solve for K using equation 3. When H is equals negative 2, equation 3 is K equals negative 7H minus 2. Substitute H by negative 2. So we have 14 minus 2 is 12. So H is negative 2, K equals 12. That means that is the center, negative 2, 12. For H equals negative 1, what is K? Substitute in the equation 3, 7 minus 2 is 5. So the other center is negative 1, 5 with radius 2. With radius 5. So that means in this problem, there are 2 circles. Kasi dalawang center. Since there are 2 centers, there are 2 circles also. Okay, with each, they have the same radius, which is equal to 5. So it means that there are 2 circles in this problem. So the centers are for circle 1, negative 2, 12, for circle 2, negative 1, 5. And for what are the equations of circle 1? For circle 1, substitute in the standard form of the equation of circle. HK yan, center, radius 5. So we have x plus 2, quantity squared plus y minus 12, quantity squared equals 25. R is 5. So 5 squared is 25. Or, in general form, x squared plus y squared plus 4x minus 24y plus 123 equals 0. You know how to convert standard to general, diba? X squared plus y squared plus the middle term here, 4x, minus the middle term here, minus 24y. Then add the constants, 4 plus 144, 148 minus 25 is 123. That's the equation for circle 1. How about for circle 2? Center negative 1, 5, radius 5. Substitute H and K in the H, K, and R in the standard form of the equation of circle. So we have x plus 1, quantity squared plus y minus 5, quantity squared equals 25. Or x squared plus y squared plus 2x minus 10y, 1 plus 25 minus 25 is 1. This is the equation for circle 2. And let us now graph the 2 circles. Okay. For circle 1, the center is at negative 2, 12, radius 5. For circle 2, the center is at negative 1, 5, radius is 5. And as you can see, the 2 circles passes through the 2 given points, point A, negative 5, 8, and point B, 2, 9. Diba? From the given problem. Passes through points A and B with radius 5. So radius 5 and passing through the points A, negative 5, 8, and B, 2, 9. Okay, I hope you understood. Problem number 1. Quite lengthy solution, diba? But I know you can do it. Let's proceed to number 2. Find the equation of the circle with radius square root of 5 and passing through the points A, 6, 3, and B, 7, 2. Okay. Our approach here for number 2 is the same as we have done in problem number 1. Passes through 2 given points with given radius. So the radius is square root of 5, so we can use the standard form of the equation of circle. So for since it passes through point A, 6, 3, so x equals 6, y equals 3, substitute in the standard form of the equation of circle. So 6 minus h quantity squared plus 3 minus k quantity squared equals square root of 5 squared is 5. Bale 5 yan. Square mo yung 6 minus h, 36 minus 12h plus h squared. Square 3 minus k, 9 minus 6k plus k squared. Then transpose 5 to the left side becomes minus 5. And then adding or subtract the constants. Okay, 36 plus 9. 45 minus 5 is 40. Minus 12h plus h squared minus 6k plus k squared. Then rearrange the terms. Let's start with h squared will be followed by k squared. Minus 12h minus 6k plus 40 equals 0 is our equation 1. Okay. Next step, let's solve for equation B using the point B. Equation 2 using the point B. 7, 2. That means x equals 7, y equals 2. So we have 7 minus h quantity squared plus 2 minus k quantity squared equals square root of 5 squared. That is the radius. Then square the binomials. For 7 minus h squared, 49 minus 14h plus h squared plus for 2 minus k, 4 minus 4k plus k squared. Square root of 5 squared is 5. Then transpose 5 to the left side of the equation, so it becomes minus 5. Then add or subtract the constants. 49 plus 453 minus 5 is 48. Then rearrange the terms. Start with h squared, followed by k squared minus 14h minus 4k plus 48 is our equation number 2. Okay? We're solving for equation 1 and equation 2. Let's proceed to equation 3 by subtracting equation 1 and equation 2. So for equation 1, we have here h squared plus k squared minus 12h minus 6k plus 40 equals 0. For equation 2, we have h squared plus k squared minus 14h minus 4k plus 48 equals 0. To eliminate h squared and k squared, multiply equation 2 by negative 1. Yan, para maging negative h squared minus k squared plus 14h plus 4k minus 48. Cancel yung h squared k squared and add negative 12h plus 14h, 2h, negative 6k plus 4k is negative 2k, 40 plus negative 48, negative 8. It's the new equation, which we still can simplify. Divide all terms by 2, which will become h minus k minus 4 equals 0. And from this equation, we can now have our equation 3 by solving h in terms of k, or solving k in terms of h, or solving h in terms of k, whichever. Now let us solve for h in terms of k. So from the equation h minus k minus 4 equals 0, we want to solve for h, then it becomes k plus 4. And that is now our equation 3. You can also solve for k if you want. Pag k naman sinolve mo, h minus 4. K equals h minus 4. Pero isa lang dapat, no? So just choose one. So h equals k plus 4. This is our equation 3. Next step, so we're going to substitute h or the equation 3 to equation 1 or 2. So this time I will choose equation 1. H squared plus k squared minus 12h minus 6k plus 40 equals 0. Substitute mo na ngayon yung h, lahat ng h dyan by k plus 4. And k plus 4 squared plus k squared minus 12 times k plus 4 minus 6k plus 40. K plus 4 squared is k squared plus 8k plus 16 plus k squared minus 12k minus 48 minus 6k plus 40 equals 0. So be careful in simplifying or multiplying these terms. One mistake, then mistake na lahat. And then after that, add or subtract similar terms. So k squared plus k squared, 2k squared. 8k minus 12k minus, 8k minus 12k minus 6k, negative 10k. Tapos yung constant 16 plus 16 plus 40. Wait. I mean 16 minus 48 plus 40. So yun, positive 8 equals 0. You can still simplify this quadratic equation. K squared minus 5k plus 4 equals 0. Now let us try to solve this quadratic equation by factoring. What are the factors of 4 whose sum is negative 5? Negative 4 and negative 1. So k minus 4, k minus 1 equals 0. Therefore, k equals 4 or k equals 1. Solving for k with by zero product property. There are two values of k. K is 4 or k equals 1. So that means there are two circles again involved in this. They have the same radius, which is square root of 5. Now, to solve for h, we're going to use equation 3. So since there are two values of k, when k equals 4, what is h? Value 8 lang. 4 plus 4 equals 8. So that means our first circle has a center of 8, 4. Mauna parati yung hk, di ba? So when k equals 1, what about h? What's the value of h? That's easy. H equals 5. So for the second circle, the center is 5, 1. And so it means that there are two circles in this problem. The centers are for circle 1, 8, 4, and for circle 2, 5, 1. Diba? Tama? 8, 4, and 5, 1. Correct. Yeah, circle 1, 8, 4, circle 2, 5, 1 ang center. So, what is the equation of circle 1? What is the equation of circle 2? So, for circle 1, center 8, 4, radius is square root of 5. Given yan sa problem. Substitute in the standard form of the equation of circle. X minus 8 quantity squared plus y minus 4 quantity squared equals square root of 5 squared. Which is x minus 8 quantity squared plus y minus 4 quantity squared equals 5. Or, general form, equivalent and general form is x squared plus y squared minus 16x minus 8y. 64 plus 16 minus 5 is 75 equals 0. Now for circle 2 with center 5, 1 radius square root of 5, what is the equation? Substitute in the standard form of the equation of circle. So we have x minus 5 quantity squared plus y minus 1 quantity squared equals 5. Or x squared plus y squared minus 10x minus 2y. 25 plus 1, 26 minus 5 is 21. Positive. Ito na ngayon. So as you can see, for circle 1, the center is 8 par. Circle 2, the equation is, the center is 5, 1. With radius, both have a radius of square root of 5, or that's equivalent to 2.2 in decimal form. And as you can see also, these two circles passes through point A and point B. Point A being 6.3, point B being 7.2. Diba? So, ano yan? Circle 1, yan yung equation niya in general form. For circle 2, ito naman yung equation niya. X squared plus y squared minus 10x minus 2y plus 21 equals 0. For circle 1, we have x squared plus y squared minus 16x minus 8y plus 75 equals 0. Okay. Let's proceed to the next. Number 3. This time find the equation of the circle through 1, 2, and 3, 4, center, and 3x plus y minus 13 equals 0. So another problem with regards to the general form of the equation of circle. This time it passes through two given points, but the center is on the given line 3x plus y minus 13 equals 0. So yung point na yun, yung center na yun, center point is nandito siya sa line na yan, 3x plus y minus 13 equals 0. So our goal in this problem is to solve for the center and radius of the circle in order for us to find the equation of the circle. Yes, of course, center and radius yan palagi ang hahanapin. We want to know the equation of circle. So the center HK is on 3x plus y minus 13 equals 0. Thus by substitution, substitute x by h, y by k. So we have our equation 1. 3h plus k minus 13 equals 0. And by the standard form of the equation of circle, x minus h quantity squared plus y minus k quantity squared equals r squared. By substitution, we have at 1, 2, since it passes through the point 1, 2, we have 1 minus h quantity squared plus 2 minus k quantity squared equals r squared. Okay, walang given na radius, so r squared na lang. At 3, 4 naman, substitute x by 3, y by 4. So 3 minus h quantity squared plus 4 minus k quantity squared equals r squared is our equation 3. Yan, meron na tayong tatlong equation. Equation 1, equation 2, equation 3. Now let us equate equation 2 and equation 3. By equating, we can be able to solve for k in terms of h. So for equation 2, let us simplify. Just square the two binomials. Why did we equate equation 2 and 3? Because they are both equal to r squared. Diba? So, yan, equal yan. Since they are both equal to r squared, this part is equal to this part. So 1 minus h squared is 1 minus 2h plus h squared. 2 minus k is 4 squared is 4 minus 4k plus k squared. 3 minus h squared is 9 minus 6h plus h squared. 4 minus k squared is 16 minus 8k plus k squared. Then add the constant and rearrange the terms. Start with h squared plus k squared to be followed by minus 2h minus 4k, then add the constant 1 plus 4, 5. H squared plus k squared minus 6h minus 8k, 9 plus 16, 25. Then transpose and add subtract similar terms. So we transpose the left side to the right side, the right side to the left side. Then we have here, cancel yung h squared and k squared kasi mag-change yung sign yan. Plus 6h plus 8k minus 25. Then simplify, cancel h squared, k squared. Negative 2h plus 6h, 4h. Negative 4k plus 8k plus 4k. 5 minus 25 minus 20 is our new equation, which we still can simplify. Divide the equation by 4, so it becomes h plus k minus 5 equals 0. Then, from this equation, let us now solve for k in terms of h, which is negative h plus 5. Or 5 minus h, pwede rin yun. But if you want to solve for h in terms of k, pwede rin yun. H is equal to 5 minus k. Yan naman ang equation 4 natin. So, whichever, k or h. Solve mo yung k or h, pareho pa rin. That is our equation 4. And after that, we can now substitute equation 4 in equation 1. So, equation 1 is 3h plus k minus 13 equals 0. That is actually the line, diba? That contains the center. And equation 4 is negative h plus 5 for k. So, substitute k by negative h plus 5. So, 3h minus h plus 5 minus 13 equals 0. 3h minus h to h. 5 minus 13, negative 8 equals 0. So, what's next? Transpose negative 8 becomes positive 8. Divide both sides by 2. That means h is equal to 4. Next, we solve for k when h equals 4 using equation 4. Negative h plus 5 for k. So, negative 4 plus 5 is 1. So, that means the center is 4, 1, which lies in the line 3x plus y minus 13 equals 0. Yeah, that is the center, 4, 1. Yeah. Now, from equation 2 or 3, we can now solve for the radius. Kasi they are both have r squared. Diba? Yeah, you can choose equation 1 also. Pareho pa rin ang sagot. Okay, this time I choose equation 2. R squared equals 3 minus h quantity squared plus 4 minus k quantity squared. So we have 3 minus h quantity squared. Substitute the value of h and k. Ano ba yung h and k? H and k is 4, 1. 4, 1. So for equation 2, three minus 4, 4 minus 1. Meron tayong mistake dito. It should be 3. It's equation 2. Ayan, 3 minus 4 is negative 1. 4 minus 1 is 3. Pareho pa rin. Negative 1 squared is 1. 3 squared is 9. So 1 plus 9 is 10. And solve for the value of the r is equal to square root of 10, or r is equal to square root of 10 or 3.2. Yan. So therefore the center of the circle is at 4, 1, while the radius is 3.2. Okay. So after solving for the center and radius, we can now be able to write the equation of the circle in standard form. Center 4, 1, radius square root of 10 or 3.2. So from the standard form, we have x minus 4 quantity squared plus y minus 1 when quantity squared equals 10. Yes, b squared square root of 10, positive 10. Or in general form, x squared plus y squared minus 8x minus 2y should be minus 2y. Okay, sorry for that. Shift. Yun. Minus 2y. We get 7. 16 plus 1. 17 minus 10 is 7. Equals 0. Okay? So this is now the graph of the circle with center at 4, 1. With center at 4, 1 that lies on the line. Okay, the equation of the circle is x squared plus y squared minus 8x minus 2y. Should be 2y. Type error. Yan, 2y plus 7 equals 0 is the equation of the circle. And while 3x plus y minus 13 equals 0 is the line that contains the center for 1. Radius is square root of 10, as you can see also. The circle passes through the points A and B, A, 1, 2, B, 3, 4. Okay, let's proceed to the next. Find the points of intersection of the circle x squared plus y squared minus 2x minus 2y minus 2 equals 0 and x squared plus y squared plus 2x plus 2y minus 2 equals 0. Okay, we solve the two equations simultaneously. So this is equation 1, that is equation 2. So to eliminate x squared and y squared, multiply equation 2 by negative 1. Becomes negative x squared minus y squared minus 2x minus 2y plus 2. So cancel. Negative 4x, then add the equation minus 4y, cancel yung negative 2 and 2 equals 0. So negative 4y equals positive 4x. We divide both sides by negative 4, y equals negative x. So our equation 3. Now let's just substitute equation 3, y equals negative x into equation 1 or 2. Let us choose equation 2. Equation 2 is x squared plus y squared plus 2x plus 2y minus 2 equals 0. Substitute all y's by negative x. So say y equals negative x. X squared plus negative x squared plus 2x plus 2 times negative x minus 2. X squared plus 2x minus 2x minus 2 equals 0. 2x squared minus 2 equals 0, which is actually a quadratic equation. Transpose negative 2, 2x squared equals 2, x squared equals 1. Then by square root method, let's solve for x. X squared equals 1, that means x equals positive, negative, or positive, negative 1. So that means there are two values of x, 1 or negative 1. Now let us solve the values of y using equation 3. So when x equals negative 1, what is y? Negative 1. Now, when x equals negative 1, what is y? Positive 1. Hence, the points of intersection of the overlap circles are at negative 1 and negative 1, 1. Yan, dalawa. Dalawa ang points of intersection niya. 1, negative 1, and negative 1, 1. Now, let us determine the center and radius of the two circles. Let's start with equation 1. X squared plus y squared minus 2x minus 2y minus 2 equals 0. This is our equation 1. Anong kanyang radius? Yan. Teka, bakit? Kaya bang center niya? Ano yung equation 1? Minus 2x minus 2y minus 2 equals 0. Yes, center niya is... Okay, we are now on equation 1. What's the center? Ito pala yung mga points of intersection. Iba yung center, diba? For the center of equation 1 or circle 1, x squared plus y squared minus 2x minus 2y minus 2 equals 0. Negative 1 up d, negative 1 up e ang formula for center. So, negative 1 up, negative 2, positive 1, negative 1 up, negative 2, positive 1. So, the center for circle 1 is 1, 1. About the radius, use the equation r squared equals d squared plus e squared minus 4f all over 2. D is negative 2, E is negative 2, F is negative 2. So substitute 4 plus 8 is 16 divided by 4. R is equal to 4. R squared equals 4, so square root is 2. Get the square root of both sides positive 2. So for circle 1, the center is 1, 1, radius is 2. Okay, circle 1 has center at 1, 1, and radius 2. Now for circle 2, x squared plus y squared plus 2x plus 2y minus 2 equals 0. What is the center? Negative 1 up D, negative 1 up E, negative 1 up 2 is negative 1, negative 1 up 2 is negative 1. Negative 1 is the center for circle 2. For the radius, okay, d squared plus e squared minus 4 up over 4, 2 squared plus 2 squared minus 4 times negative 2. 4 plus 8, pareho rin, 16 divided by 4 is 4, square root of 4 is 2. So for circle 2, the center is negative 1, radius is 2. Pareho silang radius na 2. Center, hindi sila pareho. 1, 1 sa circle 1, dito naman circle 2, negative 1, 1. Negative 1, negative 1. So for circle 1, the center is 1, 1. For circle 2, the center is negative 1, negative 1. And what are the points of intersection of the two circles? Correct, negative 1, 1, and 1, negative 1. Tama, diba? Sana solve natin. So, this is the equation for circle 2. And this is the equation for circle 1. Alright. Hope you understood this number. Let's proceed to number 5. Find the general form of the equation of circle with center at the intersection of x plus 3y plus 7 equals 0 and at 3x minus 2y minus 12 equals 0 and passing through negative 1, 1. Step 1. To find the center of the circle, solve by elimination method the point of intersection between the two lines. Yes, point of intersection by elimination method or substitution method. So equation 1 is x plus 3y plus 7 equals 0. For equation 2, 3x minus 2y minus 12 equals 0. Now, can we eliminate something for x and y? No. So we should multiply equation 1 by negative 3 para ma-eliminate yung x. So equation 1 times negative 3 is negative 3x minus 10y minus 21 equals 0. Plus 3x minus 2y minus 12 equals 0. Cancel 3x. Then add the two equations, negative 9y plus negative 2y, negative 11y. Negative 21 plus negative 12, negative 33 equals 0. Negative 11y equals 33. Divide both sides by negative 11. Negative 3 is the value of y. Now to solve, okay, y minus solve natin, yes. Now, so dapat to solve for x to. Now to solve for x, let us now substitute the value of y, which is negative 3 to equation 2 or 1. So for equation 2, we have x plus 3y plus 7 equals 0. Substitute y by negative 3. X minus 9 plus 7 is x minus 2 equals 0. So therefore x equals 2. So thus the center, which is the point of intersection of the two lines, is at 2, 3. 2, negative 3. Yan yung center ng circle natin ngayon. Step 2, solve the radius by finding the distance between the center and the given point. Negative 1, 1. So since the problem, sinasabi doon, it passes through the point negative 1, 1. The distance between the center and this point is actually the length of the radius. Yan, by distance formula, square root of x of 2 minus x of 1 squared plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 squared. But since one of the points involved is the center, so pwede natin palitan yung h and k, which is also can be we can also use the standard form of the equation of circle. So we have negative 1 minus 2, yun, quantity squared. 1 minus negative 3 quantity squared is negative 1 minus 2 negative 3 squared. 1 minus negative 3 positive 4 squared. So that means 9 plus 16, square root of 25. So what is square root of 25? Answer is 5. So therefore the radius is 5 with center at 2, negative 3 passing through the point negative 1, 1. Okay, we can now solve the equation of the circle with center at 2, negative 3 and radius 5. Using the standard form, substitute h by 2, k by negative 3, so and r by 5. So therefore the equation of the circle is x minus 2 quantity squared plus y plus 3 quantity squared equals 25 in standard form. Now, if you want to know the general form of the equation of the circle, this square is two binomials, x squared minus 4x plus 4, y plus y squared plus 6y plus 9 equals 25. Rearranging the terms, x squared plus y squared minus 4x plus 6y, 4 plus 9, 13 minus 25 is negative 12. Is now the equation of the circle in general form. X squared plus y squared minus 4x plus 6y minus 12 equals 0. Now, to graph the line x plus 3y plus 7 equals 0, we simply get the intercepts. So, x and y intercepts. Kasi these are the two lines that intersect, so point of intersection is the center. So, for line x plus 3y plus 7 equals 0, x-intercept negative 7, y-intercept negative 2.3. For the line 3x minus y minus 12 equals 0, x-intercept is 4, y-intercept is negative 6. Yeah. So, just grab the two lines and you can be able to show that their point of intersection is the center 2, negative 3. Okay. So this is now the graph of the line the circle x squared plus y squared minus 4x plus 6y minus 12 equals 0. Okay, wait. Ano ba yung point of intersection niya? Okay. Passing through negative 1, 1. Tignan natin if it passes through negative 1, 1. In the graph. Negative 1, 1. Tama. It passes through the point negative 1, 1. Okay. That ends our discussion on quarter 3, week number 7 in analytic geometry of circles satisfying three conditions, part 2. So this is week number 7. Our last lesson will be tangent to a circle. Okay, I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Thank you for listening.